I sometimes say, if I'm making speeches, that the motto of the British hotel industry is, we could run this place properly if it wasn't for the guests.
And another thing, I asked for a room with a view. Deaf, mad, and blind. This is the view as far as I can remember, madam. Yes, this is it. When I pay for a view, I expect something more interesting than that. That is Torquay, madam. But it's not good enough. Well, may I ask what you were expecting to see out of a Torquay hotel bedroom window? Sydney Opera House, perhaps? The hanging gardens of Babylon? Herds of wildebeest sweeping majestically? Don't be silly. I expect to be able to see the sea. You can see the sea. It's over there between the land and the sky.
So that kind of attitude, which you get a lot in business, you remember I did these video arts management and sales training films for years, which is that people actually forget what the purpose of their existence is. And it's absolutely true in the hotel business, because it's all got to be service oriented, and people are always forgetting it because people are fundamentally selfish. Unless they're very, very professional, they start thinking about their needs before the needs of the customers, and it can't run that way. And I sometimes come into a hotel, and within 5 minutes I know this hotel is run for the convenience of the staff. And that's like, you know, when the Americans arrive and want dinner, he says, you know, well, the chef stops at 9. You know, the American says, well, why does he stop at 9? He said, well, he stops at 9, you know. That's convenient for us if he stops at 9. If it inconveniences the guests, well, that's just too bad.
Manuel will bring your bags to your rooms. I hope you enjoy your stay and...
Thank you. Do we need to reserve a table for dinner?
Dinner?
Yes. Problem?
Well, it is after 9.
So?
Well, we do actually stop serving at 9.
9.
Well, look, if you could go straight in.
Just
I'm
5 hours to get here. We like to freshen up, maybe have a drink first, you know?
Yes, you couldn't do that afterwards?
Do what?
Well,
You mean have our drink before dinner, after dinner, freshen up and go to bed?
Well, if you could, it would make things easier for us.
Shall we go to bed now? Would that make it easier for you?
After I'd done this series, and also after I'd spent 19 years writing and performing in these training films that were about management and sales and service industries, I'm very, very acutely aware immediately whether the person I'm dealing with is any good or not. And if they're good, I think I appreciate it more than the average customer. But if they're bad, I think it irritates me more, because I really want to say to them, you're getting paid for this job, why don't you do it properly? You know, you're taking money under false pretenses.
I think you're the rudest man I've ever met.
I haven't started yet.
You're not going to. You're going to stand here nice and quiet while these people say whether or not they're satisfied, and you move off that spot, Fawlty, and I'm going to bust your ass.
Everything's bottomed, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I think this is probably the worst hotel we've ever stayed in.
Yes, it is. The service here is an absolute disgrace. I agree.
You do?
Yes. Do you know that we had to wait nearly half an hour for our main course, and when it arrived, it was wrong?
And when I complained, he completely fobbed me off with some rubbish about...
My prawns were off, and when I told him, there was an argument. And her meat was awfully poor.
And I asked you to fix my radiator 3 times, and nothing's been done.
Satisfied customers, huh? Hot dog.
Fawlty Towers, now available for download at the iTunes Store.